Hello students, and welcome to the CompTIA Tech Plus exam course brought to you by Third Level Technology. I'm your instructor, Jim Herby. In this episode, we're going to begin Module 5 in the exam objectives, which covers data and databases. This episode will discuss Section 5.1, Data Values. Let's begin. We will start our discussion of data value by looking at different ways that data is an asset. An asset is anything that we own that provides value. It can be financial value, reputational value, personal value. We have to identify the different ways that the data and information within our business provides value. This can be our customer data, what types of people are purchasing our product, our financial records, how much revenue are we generating versus expenses, several different ways that we can use data as a valuable asset. One way we want to use data as an asset is to help to drive decision-making within our business. We're looking for ways to grow our business in terms of market share, revenue, and data is going to be a key resource in identifying new markets, new customers, new opportunities. Data can be sold. Often a third-party company will want to purchase your data because it contains information about a demographic or a product they are interested in. Data can be shared. This can be between businesses, between individuals. Data can be leveraged to help us create competitive opportunities when our competitors have not identified the strategic advantage in our data set that we have. A key aspect of data value is identifying our critical data. Your critical data are all the types that are essential for the daily operations of your business, maintaining security of your data, making sure that our business is meeting all requirements under legal or compliance regulations. Critical data types will be all of the sensitive data that we keep in a private cloud. This includes our business's financial records, revenues versus expenses, our customers' PII, personal identifiable information, all of the identifying data points about our customers, names, addresses, birth dates, intellectual property, which is all of the original work that our business creates. This includes trade secrets, copyrights, trademarks, and patents. Another critical data type is our medical data, all of the health records related to individuals and the protections that come with having to keep that data secure. These are all examples of critical data. Any type of critical data should be encrypted, whether data at rest while on a storage drive or data in transit while moving across the network. All critical data types should always be in encrypted form. We also need proper backups of all critical data if we have any loss or disruption in some way that we can perform a data restoration. Non-critical data is all of the information that has minimal or no impact to our business if it is lost or corrupted in some way. Non-critical data includes all of your publicly available information. These are all of your public-facing websites and social media, all of your marketing and advertising, and any temporary files that you use within your business for standard administrative tasks. While non-critical data may not be as essential to your business, you still want to perform the same security level. We want our security policies to be consistent across all of our data types. We don't want our end users making the decisions about what is critical or not. All of our non-critical data will be within a public cloud environment in some type of hybrid structure. Another aspect of data value is capture. Data capture is the process of taking and collecting information from multiple sources. If we have hardware devices, we can do data capture through sensor technology. We can gather performance metrics and identify alerts or notifications when a hardware device is reaching some type of problem level. We also can allow end users to input data manually through user forms. These are all ways that we can perform data capture. Automated data capture uses scripts. It allows us to improve the speed of certain types of information gathering and eliminate the need for our human staff to perform these tasks. Related is data correlation. Data correlation is identifying any patterns or relationships between different standalone data sets. Each data set can be a table within a database or individual databases that are communicating with each other. Data correlation is trying to identify any relationships between data points or information across these different structures. We're trying to find trends and indicators that can help us to predict certain types of events that will happen within the industry we work in. Correlation does not imply causation. Correlation is the relationship. What is the pattern? Causation is the root for why it occurs. They may be the same, but correlation does not automatically give you a root cause. We need to still do further investigative steps. After we have collected our data, we need to use proper data reporting. This is organizing all of our information in a format that is readable to the end user, and to display data in visual formats when necessary. Your visual formats include charts, graphs, images. Your readable formats include summaries, typed documents. All of these are part of a comprehensive data reporting. We can generate data reports manually through software or through automated dashboards. And we want all of our decisions to have the most current or real-time data. Another aspect of data value is monetization. Monetization is any process that allows us to generate revenue or money from our data sets. We can sell our data. If we have a database of useful information to third-party companies, we can sell or license access to that data. We also can use subscription services. We can allow third parties look at our data sets over time through a subscription-based or month-to-month type payment format. There are ethical and legal issues with data monetization. We often are using the data of our customers or employees, and we need to ensure that all of our customers' PII, personally identifiable information, is made anonymous. We need to redact any PII data points so that all of the data that is being analyzed can be done so in an objective manner. Next, we're going to discuss the several different ways we can use data analytics. Data analytics is data trends and patterns to identify insights into our data. There are 4 different ways that we commonly use data analytics. The first is descriptive. Descriptive analytics is identifying what happened. What is the event that occurred? The second is diagnostic. Why did the event occur? The third is predictive. What might happen again? And the fourth is prescriptive. What should we do to correct the problem? Descriptive, what happened. Diagnostic, why it happened. Predictive, what might happen in the future. And prescriptive, what to do now to fix it. Those are the 4 common categories of your data analytics. And we can identify different ways to categorize our data to find patterns into these different categories. We also use data analytics now within our AI platforms. Artificial intelligence is commonly integrated in your search engines and also in your production applications such as spreadsheets. We can use data analytics to use those same types of tools within the AI integrations in those platforms. And lastly, we will reference big data. Big data is the term we use for any extremely large and complex data set that is being used for analysis. Big data uses a term called the 3 V's: volume, velocity, and variety. A big data set should meet each of these 3. Volume is having an extremely large amount of data to draw from. Velocity is being able to identify relationships and patterns between data very quickly. And variety is having a diverse amount of resources to draw data and information from. The higher your volume, the higher the data set, the higher the velocity, the quicker the relational speed, and the higher the variety, the larger the amount of resources, the better you can get in your data analytics. Big data is commonly used when we are doing data analytics in our cloud platforms. It helps us to identify trends in the market and new behaviors in our customer users. That will conclude our discussion of Section 5.1, Data Values. In our next episode, we'll move on to Section 5.2 in the objectives and discuss database features. We thank you again for following along in the episodes and the course, and wish you best of luck in your studies. Enjoy the rest of your day.